Wake up and move. Justin Arnold back here again at Flex MP. We're in the Wow Workout of the Week Wednesday. And I've brought you a couple brutal workouts for the last couple days. So today is all about mobility, and more specifically for those runners. Here in Rochester, we're hitting a high of like 62 degrees today. And for those that live here know it is rare, especially this time of year. And I know I saw it on the way to work. A lot of people out and running. So the point of this one is to get you mobility that is quick, because I know people want to get out and people hate wasting their time with stretching. To add some fun mobility before and or after you run to just get you, again, moving better, feeling better, and living better with less pain and more mobility. So check out that. We got several moves to go through today. Okay, so the first move we're going to start out with is your child's pose to actual or runner stretch. So I've done variations of this, but this one's a child's pose, and I'll kind of explain why I'm doing this. So child's pose, for those that aren't familiar, you're going to sit back into your hips like this. One, we're getting that hip, we're getting the back, we're getting the lats. And for those that may not know, when you're running, you actually use a lot of your posterior chain, so that back side. From there, we're going to do a rolling spinal stretch. So this is like a purposeful rounding of the back. You can do this. Feel like you're going about an inch a second, rolling through each spine. When you can, you want to squeeze the glutes to protect the back. That'll open up those hip flexors as well. Then you just pop it up into that runner stretch. Now you can keep this leg down, squeeze that glute and open up that hip, or you can lift it up. Either way, we're going to add that reach, which completes that runner stretch, bring that leg down, and then back in that child's pose. So all the way through, it'll look something like this. And I prefer, especially for people like me, if you're like me and you just want to get out into that run, we're just going to put a clock on it. I'm going to put 1:15 on all these movements. From there, we're going to actually get up on our feet because we want to open up those legs because we're going to be using them for running, right? So pike fold to a squat hold. So all that is you're going to reach down, kind of walk your hands down. If you can't touch your toes, that's fine. Just go down as far as you can. If there's a little rounding, just make sure we're hinging as best we can. You're going to grab those toes. You're going to sit down as deep as you can. Again, this is all relative to you. Individualize it as needed. But if you can, you're going to press into this and you're just going to hold and rock a few times. And then you're back to that pike fold, into that squat hold. Again, to your level, to your mobility. After this, downward dog to a pigeon stretch. So with this one, you're going to go into that again, getting back into that posterior chain. Again, those calves, you're going to want to loosen up those ankles and calves. If you're anything like me as well, since I've been running a lot more in this weather, which for those who don't know, who don't watch this regularly, I was never much of a fan of running until this year. Funny, coming from a trainer. So we're just going to move those ankles around and my ankles get tight, and then we're going to go in to that pigeon. Now you could stay there for a couple seconds. You could stretch out that back leg. And then one thing I'm going to add is I'm actually going to get some more thoracic rotation. So again, downward dog, going into that pigeon, coming to that forearm, or thoracic rotation. If that's too hard, you could even stay on your hand. We're just trying to really open up your back, your spine, because the more mobile everything is, especially your spine, your back, the more comfortable and easier running is going to feel. And again, the less injuries, so injury prevention, and the less pain afterwards. From there, 2 more left, and then we wrap this up. Little QL rotation. And so you just lift this leg up, you're going to rotate over. And for the QL, for those who aren't familiar, it's right in here. It's often a muscle that can get tight from working out, overcompensation of other areas. Running is typical, and we're just going to rotate from side to side, pressing down. If you can, also keep that shoulder to the ground. Pick it up first, and then rotate. Something I see a lot of people do is they just kind of rotate over, and they might feel it, that's great, but you're going to feel a lot deeper stretch if you pull it up first, then rotate over, then try to keep that shoulder down. And last but not least, and this one I've done on here before, but I absolutely love it, and I couldn't go without showing you a runner mobility without doing it. So a few glute pumps here to that scorpion stretch, and then to that downward dog. And you're using your arms when you're running, so you're going to want to open up those chest and that shoulder. You're using your lats. For those that have watched my channel before, I've talked about running, how to better run, specific runs. So that's why you want to do stuff like that, because think about, a lot of people thinking about here, but really what you actually should be doing is like that elbows pushing back. And again, just go for a light jog if it hasn't been a while. Definitely do these things, especially if you're inexperienced running. But that's it. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different movements. I'll put some more notes below on these movements. But again, if you have questions, you want to do, reach out to us because we want to see you moving better, living better, and feeling better. And I'm sure my son's behind me doing some fun stuff because that's what he is. But that's your video of the day. Like, share, subscribe if you like videos like this. We appreciate it. Have an awesome day. Get out there if your weather's awesome in your area. And always, again, thank you for the love and thanks for sharing these videos. Hey, thanks for checking out videos just like these. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and click on notifications below to stay up to date on all these videos that we post here throughout the week. And again, tag a friend underneath if you think they might benefit from these videos. And if you need further training or further information or a little more personalized programming to meet your needs, we can create a customized roadmap to meet your needs here at FlexMP. Just click on that link below. Again, contact us today at FlexMP to get you moving better, living better, and feeling better. Take care.